world there was one person who was being interviewed, and I had my bag and my laptop and my diary, and I did this in that room. I took a deep breath and I did this for 15-20 seconds, just copying what was told, not knowing the logic. But then it helped me in that interview. So I felt like a winner before entering the interview room. I was not a winner, but the interview went very well. It didn't go very well only because of me posing, but I was relaxed and I was very confident. They discussed my CV, they discussed my qualification, they discussed what value can I bring. But I was very confident. Discussion room. We should not sit with our hands crossed. Here it's okay, but it's a closed posture. It's a rigid posture, or you can say a posture for arrogance. जो आप दिखाना नहीं चाह रहे, but सामने वाले को नजर आ रहा है. In terms, can you lean forward slightly? आप जब भी interested होते हो, आप थोड़ा forward lean करते हो ना desk पे या वर्क स्टेशन पे, जिससे बात करते हो. You can convey that in the interview as well, or you can make eye contact. A lot of people don't make eye contact. So उनको डर लगता है या nervousness होता है. उनकी eyes सामने जिससे बात कर रहे हैं वहाँ नहीं होती, बार-बार नीचे हो जाती है. Try to maintain eye contact. It is not being arrogant कि बिल्कुल ही eyes में देखना है, stare नहीं करना है. But at least जब आप बात कर रहे हैं, please maintain eye contact. These are some of the non-verbal gestures which will help you get that edge with a similarly qualified person, or even with a highly qualified person. So we have seen instances when I used to select or recruit people. There were people in sales with better CVs, but during the interview they could not convey that betterness to me. So CV or resume is not you. It's your work and your personality which is you. So a lot of people only work hard on polishing their CV or resume. काम आता है, इंटरव्यू मिलने तक काम आता है, इंटरव्यू में काम नहीं आएगा. इंटरव्यू में हाउ यू कंडक्ट योरसेल्फ, कितनी क्लैरिटी है आपको कि क्यों आपको ये जॉब चाहिए, क्या वैल्यू ऐड आप कर सकते हो, कितना कॉन्फिडेंस है आप में. गिव सम डिफरेंट आंसर्स. दे विल से हम आपको इससे ज़्यादा पैसे नहीं दे सकते, आपको एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है. You can say that I have the talent and capabilities, I have skills, I have done demonstration of my skills in college events, I have demonstrated my skills in some other internship activities. I have on my own taken initiative to create a couple of games or software. I have made a business plan for a marketing company, thinking that after 5 years when I start my business, a lot of people write, listening music, traveling doesn't convey a message. Did you learn something from listening to music? That music is a good stress buster. Whenever I have to think creatively, I listen to music. Or whenever I have to drive long, I read motivational content or spiritual music or some live music in my car. That pushes my mind to the creative side. You can show कि आप जो hobbies लिख रहे हो उनका relevance क्या है आपके काम में. Meeting people is not a relevant hobby. Is meeting people relevant to sales and marketing? Yes. For a software engineer, कोई फायदा नहीं. So please convey your hobbies, your skills, which can be shifted to a job. Watching TV, but watching relevant technology-based TV, watching TED Talks, watching, following the Apple, Google, Facebook on their technological innovations. Yes, that is watching TV is relevant. Meeting friends, meeting people from the industry who are good in this field, that is the right statement. Watching, listening to music, great, but आप उसके आगे की 2 लाइन बोल सकते हैं या नहीं? You have to connect that to the value of that. Making friends, no idea. But making relevant friends who can guide me for developing a gaming program, intelligent hobby. Good at engaging people, yes. But they will ask some proof. So for you, if you want to go into law, this is a sample case which I have done. For a case which I studied in newspaper, I feel the judgment is wrong. In my reference, had I been the lawyer, these are the points which I would have prepared. Start following those companies. Facebook है आपके पास, LinkedIn है कुछ लोगों के पास, इसमें इन कंपनीज को फॉलो कर सकते हो. आप डेल को फॉलो करते हो? बट अगर आप डेल का फेसबुक पेज या डेल का लिंक्डइन पेज या ट्विटर अकाउंट माइकल डेल का अगर आप फॉलो करोगे तो आपको बाकी कैंडिडेट से ज़्यादा पता होगा ना डेल के बारे में. एंड यू विल गो टू an interview. You will be more aware and more confident. एंड आपके पास नॉलेज बेस ज़्यादा होगा, which is convenient for people to drive. It has seating capacity for 4 and it is meant for the volume. So maybe use that knowledge in your gaming background. That can I make a game for masses? What are the smartphones which masses use? What are the features which are available in those smartphones? Can my game be downloaded and run in those features, in those configurations? उस एंगल से आप सोचो. So even if for your Android, think a step further that where will I run this program? For which industry am I going to prepare this? It will give you much clearer ideas and there will be people who will help you. That I am working in this industry, I was looking at someone like you. Would you want to work with me? आपको बिना मांगे शायद जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाएगी, provided you go to the right people. So jobs are not to be demanded. Once you meet the right people, तो उनको तो आप जैसे talented और innovative लोग चाहिए. There is no need for having a dream company. But a lot of people have that. It's their right to have that. I can't say it's wrong.
I have never thought of being in a company, but because I like it, but I don't necessarily think that one day I will do that and something that people are already doing.
They don't come under the pressure of working money so soon. When you get a package, आपका ड्रीम का टेस्ट हो जाएगा कि जब आपको पैकेज ऑफर होगा 70,000 का, तो ड्रीम ऑफ नॉट वर्किंग को कहाँ जाता है या आपको मनी अट्रैक्ट करेगा. तो आपका टेस्ट अभी नहीं होगा, जब ऑफर लेटर मिलेगा तब टेस्ट होगा. If you are able to say no that time, then you are true to your dream. This is most important part. Cover page. मैक्सिमम लोग ये नहीं बनाते, बोरिंग होता है. But this tells you why do you want to work, what's your purpose. इसमें वो आपके जो सारे आपने क्वेश्चन शुरू में लिखे थे, आपकी पर्सनल मिशन वैल्यूज, वो सारे आ जाते हैं इसमें. Yes, and this is an introduction. Resume is detailed, but cover page is your introduction. It's not late. cover page बना सकते हैं, जरूरी नहीं 4th ईयर के एग्जाम के बाद ही बनाना है. And you can improve your cover page, but have your cover page made. cover page का कंटेंट कहाँ से मिलेगा आपको, जो आपने शुरू में अपने बारे में लिखा है, which is only what you can tell about yourself. That what are your values, what are your key skills, what is your mission statement. It is a brief paragraph only, but जिसको भी आप भेज रहे हैं, if you are sending it to an HR manager, if you are sending it to an HR head or a job consultant, most people send their CVs only without the cover page. आपके पास chance है to differentiate that I will send it with a cover page. Have a soft copy made. Instead of mailing 2 pages, mail 3 pages. But please have a cover page made on yourself. It's like a brief summary and a brief introduction. Should I scroll down? So maybe for a lot of youngsters, LinkedIn can be a way to have your resume made. It's a good format, and LinkedIn का PDF भेज सकते हैं जिसको भेजना है. So you can send your CV as a LinkedIn PDF as well. So this is current, previous, education. guys have also done some research or some activity, you can mention that in your profile. This can be the summary. This is my summary. Yours would be obviously different. But doesn't mean कि अगर 16 years नहीं है तो कंटेंट नहीं होगा. कंटेंट होगा आपके पास. Different कंटेंट होगा. But आप वो मेंशन कर सकते हो उसमें कि आप what are you, what do you do, what is your experience. Experience में आप अपनी skills या education डाल सकते हो. What are you passionate about, or what are your belief systems from the personal mission statement या value का वो आप डाल सकते हैं. आपका प्रोफेशनल फोकस क्या है, गेमिंग के अलावा क्या करना है, सॉफ्टवेयर के अलावा क्या करना है. यू कैन पुट योर बुलेट पॉइंट्स, ताकि ऐसा नहीं हो कि खाली गेमिंग वाला ही मुझे जॉब के लिए देखे. देयर कैन बी अदर कंपनीज एज वेल. इट्स नॉट जस्ट कि मुझे आईटी में ही काम करना है डेल में. आई कैन ऑल्सो वर्क इन ITES, आई कैन ऑल्सो वर्क इन टेलीकॉम और सम अदर टेक्नोलॉजी रिलेटेड कंपनीज. वी कैन मेंशन दैट. What's our focus area? This is about experience which will happen once you have a job. These are the recommendations which people have written. My bosses, my team members or customers. At your level, these can be your colleagues who have worked on a project with you. They can be your principal, dean, teacher, placement consultant, sports captain, anybody. आपकी कुछ skill अच्छी होगी ना जिसके लिए award मिला होगा. They can give a recommendation or a reference. वो mention हो सकता है आपके profile में. What languages do you know? मुझे कुछ ज़्यादा आता नहीं है तो मैंने वही लिखा है. But lot of you know some more languages. Please don't ignore that. Mention it. सर्टिफिकेट मिला होगा. प्लीज हैव. दिस इज अ कन्वर्सेशन ओपनर. किसी को बात करने के लिए 2 पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे. कोई आपसे पूछेगा आपकी ये स्किल कैसे अच्छी है, दैट आई कैन मैनेज इवेंट्स. यू कैन से दैट आई हैव गॉट एन अवार्ड फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग द कॉलेज फेस्टिवल इन फर्स्ट ईयर एंड सेकंड ईयर. व्हाट डिड आई लर्न? आई लर्न टीम मैनेजमेंट. आई लर्न हाउ टू कंडक्ट एन इवेंट. आई लर्न हाउ टू गेट अ स्पॉन्सर फॉर माय कॉलेज फेस्टिवल. I learned how to, get a public speaker at a low cost. I learned how to, make my friends agree on a consensus. Otherwise, सब लोग बोल रहे थे हमें ऐसा करना है, ऐसे करना है. वो leadership skills जो आप demonstrate करते हो, show it. आप कुछ भी चीज इसमें जो आपने करा हुआ है वही दिखाना है. A lot of people give fake inputs, stating कि कोई check थोड़ी करेगा. But there are third party agencies as well जो आजकल reference check करता है. Please don't fall into that trap. Whatever you are, it has to be 100% authentic. Now there can be various skills. LinkedIn gives you the facility to click on skills you have. And there are people who believe you have those skills, who can endorse you. So, there are 72 people who believe I know business development. I have only clicked on the skill, but they have endorsed. 64 people think I know telecommunication. So they have given their clicks or in your language likes or recommendation. 57 people have endorsed team management. So similar आपको मेरे लिए तो बन सकता है. जो आपकी स्किल्स है, म्यूजिक है या कोई और स्किल है, मेंशन दैट. डोंट हाइड योर स्किल्स. दे मे नॉट बी रेलेवेंट फॉर द करंट जॉब, बट दे आर योर स्किल. यू कैन मेंशन दैट. ये आप वर्ड पे भी बना सकते हो. दिस इज अ लिंक्डइन फॉर्मेट. लिंक्डइन में प्रोफाइल पेज ऐसा ही बनता है. किसी का है लिंक्डइन अकाउंट? सो आपको पता है लिंक्डइन में ऐसा ही आपका प्रोफाइल पेज शो करेगा जब आप उसको फिल कर दोगे. अदरवाइज आप वर्ड में भी अपना CV बना सकते हो. एंड यू कैन ऐड व्हाट यू वांट टू ऐड. You can mention your education. आगे चले? You can mention your interest. Don't mention hobbies. Hobbies is an old-fashioned now. When I started, I also mentioned hobbies. Nobody is interested in my hobbies. I can mention interests, and my interest should be similar to the job I am looking at. They should be intrigued that he is doing something which is more relevant for our organization. And they may ask you a question only, or they may see he is a complete personality, not just a theoretical personality जो खाली number और degree लेके आ गया, but he has a other social life as well. A lot of companies and HR people value a complete personality. And these are the recommendations which people have written. So ये आपके लिए जब लिखेंगे, I think ये LinkedIn का ही page है. These are the influencers. And so where is that Apple? I am following Apple. I am following my company. I have to. अभी 19 followers हैं उसमें. मुझे बढ़ाना है उसको. इनके lakhs में है. I am following my previous organization because I learned a lot in Telecommunications. Entrepreneur Media. That's a brilliant magazine which is for एंटरप्रेन्योर्स. बहुत अच्छा आर्टिकल्स और कंटेंट आता है इस मैगजीन में. टेस्ला मोटर्स के बारे में जानता है? क्या बना रहे हैं वो, क्या बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? अभी बहुत महंगी है, बट जैसे जैसे फ्यूल डिप्लीट हो रहा है, पेट्रोल, सीएनजी और डीजल, द वर्ल्ड विल शिफ्ट टू इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स. They are the only organization which is innovating, so they are the Apple in their field. They are thinking 50 years or 100 years ahead. तब cars कैसे चलेंगी? Are you aware Google is making a car which is unmanned car, self-driven car. So you should follow these companies if you are really innovative or you want to learn from these companies who are thinking out of the box. ये आपको 2 मिनट लगेगा LinkedIn में जाके. Just follow Tesla Motors for the engineers. वो engineering में ऐसा क्या कर रहे हैं? Learn from them. This will give you a lot of content and confidence in your ideas, in what you want to create, and in your interview.